All rise for your dishonorable, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Welcome to a new episode of Debatable. I am your host, not a real judge, Damone Allen.
Wow, no, run that back. Run that back. Run that back. I'm redoing the intro just so it's easier cut for you.
All rise for your dishonorable, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Debatable is now in session.
Welcome to Debatable. I am your host, not a real judge, Damone Allen. Joining me as always is Hi-Fi Mike.
Hey.
And no prime time or anyone this week, but we do have a special guest as always. We have Polly Anna Mason from the Buried Pleasure podcast. Tell the people about yourself and your show.
Hi, I'm Polly Anna Mason, and I host a little show called Buried Pleasures, and we talk about all sorts of topics from sex to kink to educational things, just stuff to make you laugh and make you learn a little something at the same time. So what I always like to say is jump on board. Let's see what we can dig up.
Nice.
Thanks.
Well, welcome to the show. This is Debatable, where we debate the serious, the silly, and everything in between. So as always, we have two hot topics. So let's get started. So our first topic is going to be ketchup. Does it go on top or does it go on the side? I'm assuming we're talking primarily about French fries, right? That's pretty much the only thing you're really using ketchup. I guess burgers, but
Yeah, definitely not put it on the side of a burger.
you're not putting it on the side of a burger.
And
but
if the mood strikes me and I decide to have scrambled eggs with ketchup on them, yes, I've done that before and I don't hate it. I will put it on top. But if we're talking
put
fries,
hot sauce like an adult.
Some people put hot sauce on top of their ketchup on top of their eggs. That can happen.
I guess.
Definitely.
I love hot sauce.
Do you? I see. I'm not a hot sauce kind of gal. I like ketchup. I'm good. And I don't like any other ketchup except for Heinz ketchup. I don't like all those other kinds of ketchup, like the natural ketchups. No, that's ridiculous. I want sugar.
I don't buy the natural. I just buy the knockoff because I'm poor and broke and cheap. So I buy the knockoff version. It's not Heinz. I don't even know what it's called, honestly. But it comes in a bottle that looks like Heinz, but it's not Heinz because
does it taste like it? It doesn't taste like it though. That's my problem. So there are hills I want to die on, and my ketchup is one of those. I need to have Heinz ketchup. I'm
getting whatever's cheapest at the grocery store, man.
I don't really eat ketchup.
Let's be real. Often. It's 2022. Gas prices are through the roof. Ketchup costs way too much. I'm going for the cheap stuff because it all tastes the same to me.
No, it doesn't. See, I grew up in a place where people canned everything, grew vegetables and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, ketchup made at home does not taste the same. It doesn't.
No, I don't want it.
Not taste the same. Good.
I want high fructose corn syrup all over my meals in a red 5 dye and told it's tomatoes.
There you go. Just think, some people believe that that's all the tomato there is in the world. Ketchup. And it's such a versatile thing. Like if you want to make hot dog sauce, you can make it with that ketchup.
I feel like I would make more of a tomato relish than I would a ketchup out of it if I'm using real tomatoes. I don't know how you make ketchup. I assume you just squeeze a tomato hard enough. I don't have any idea.
Add the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like tomatoes except for ketchup.
Because it's not tomato.
Because it's sugar. That's it.
Well, yeah, I like pasta sauce. But I don't really, or red sauce, but I don't really even like pasta. And I'm trying to think what else. And pizza. That's like I'll do salsa, and that's like new. Like
I love salsa.
Me eating salsa is a newer thing within like the last 5 years. Before that, I didn't eat salsa.
Yeah. But yeah, ketchup on the side for me, always, definitely, because psychopaths put ketchup all over their fries. That's crazy stuff. That's a whole mess. That your hands are going to get dirty. And I'm in healthcare, and I don't want to touch all that ketchup and put them in my no.
Can you just use a fork?
I mean, who eats fries with a fork? Who does?
If I'm putting ketchup on it,
if I have ketchup and like if I don't want to get my hands dirty for whatever reason, I will. Or like vinegar. I love vinegar.
Oh no.
Ketchup and vinegar.
Malt vinegar?
The only time, malt vinegar and ketchup.
Oh,
that's
no.
the only time I'm using a fork with fries. If I'm doing malt vinegar and ketchup.
I could never do malt vinegar. That's yucky. It's so nasty. It doesn't smell good. For women, like women have more olfactory sense, so we smell a lot better. And we smell better than you do.
I'm smell blind, so.
But yeah, definitely ketchup on the side. You have to dip it. And I don't know if you've seen these on TikTok and whatever, all these life hack videos, right? Like where you don't just peel the top of the ketchup, you like turn it sideways.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I'm not doing all that.
Dude, it's the best thing in the whole. It's the best invention that I've ever seen of things that I already knew that were out there. It's so cool.
I just like if I'm getting the ketchup packet, that means I've eaten out. If I've eaten out, I'm most likely eating at a table. So I'm gonna just put it right. I'm just gonna open it normally and put it right onto the wrapper, and then I just dip my fries right from the wrapper.
Gotcha.
Because it's its own plate.
No, but my husband has this thing where he takes the ketchup packet, opens it, and eats the fries, and then sucks the ketchup packet.
Nope.
Right? How gross is that?
Nope.
Like how many diseases and germs can you get on that?
Yeah, because how many people have touched that wrapper?
I know, and people that work fast food, and I'm not trying to talk bad about people, but you're not going to wash your hands every time you turn around when you're working a register, touching people's credit cards and stuff. You're not washing your hands every time.
Especially, you're grabbing the sauces. You're not expecting people to like suck on the sauce packet.
Oh, it's so gross. So, he does it all the time. It's gross. See there? Nasty.
That's and plus then you might as well just at that rate just squeeze it on each individual fry, I guess.
Right. I don't do that. I don't go that far. Just on the side, let me dip it, and that's good. And that's also a way to control how much you're gonna get on your fry instead of like when you just squirt it out. You never know. Like one fry might have like a bunch, and the other ones underneath don't have any.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I also don't care for nachos.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I'll dip nachos, but I don't care about a plate of nachos that's already made. Like that. I also like Buffalo Wild Wings has like you put like the loaded fries, you put the cheese on them, and just the bottom layer has nothing. They're just regular wedges.
Right. And the chips are getting soggy from the all the stuff.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Me too. Now crinkle cut fries are that's my jam. I only ever want crinkle cut fries because I'm fancy like that. And Arby's just started having.
Are you the person that keeps buying their crinkle cut fries and keeping them thinking people want them because they don't?
No, they do because they were sold out down the road from where I live right now. They were sold out of crinkle cut fries on the West Coast. Apparently, they're great.
Who goes to Arby's is like, let me get the crinkle cut. They have the best fry in fast food, and that's the curly fry.
Yeah,
don't go to Arby's for anything but a curly fry. Like I go there specifically for the curly fry.
I'm actually the person that goes to any restaurant for the fish sandwich every time.
Oh, that's
I know.
I
know. And I like ketchup on my fish sandwich. I don't like to use the tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce is gross.
I'll eat a salmon, but you're not gonna catch me eating those fish fillets.
I like salmon too, but
I love salmon, but fish fillets are so gross.
Yeah.
I'll
do a fish fry.
I thought I was nasty for liking the McRib.
Oh, that's gross for sure.
I like the McRib. Like I finally got over not liking it. It came back around for me, and I like it again. But I could never eat it. I could never consciously eat a fish fillet. I'm like, that's good.
I think I like the McRib because the rib is like the rib you used to get in the banquet rib meals.
McRib with mac
nostalgia thing.
You gotta get mac sauce on it. It's amazing.
I barely like mac sauce on a burger.
I love mac sauce on everything. When I go to McDonald's, I'm getting McChickens with mac sauce. I'm getting McDoubles with mac sauce. I'm getting mac sauce on the side for my nuggets. Mac sauce is the best sauce, period.
McDonald's might have the worst burger.
Oh, the quarter pounder. Quarter pounder with cheese.
Quarter pounder is better
quarter
than
pounder
the Big
with
Mac.
Cheese is now it might be the second best fast food
the Big Mac's not even the best burger.
No, Big Mac is the worst burger. Big Mac is they use tiny ass patties that don't even fill the bun. And there's a big ass piece of sandwich bread in between.
Yeah, that's too much.
I don't want it. I don't want it. Like when I get it, I order it without that. I just get a McDouble at that point and save myself some money and add mac sauce on it because the mac sauce is like 69 cents. I'm just gonna get the mac sauce.
Yelling at them for not giving you your mac
sauce. I know which ones that don't give me. There's only one around here that doesn't, and I don't go there because they're assholes. Like I'm willing to pay the extra money for the mac sauce. Fucking give me the goddamn mac sauce.
They're hoarding their mac sauce.
Like every other place, like fuck yeah.
There's a mac sauce shortage, Mike.
Oh my god! When my son used to work at McDonald's years ago, and he came home when he left there with one of those big, caulk gun tubes full of mac sauce, and I'm like, "What the hell are we gonna do with that?" He's like, "I'm using it for everything." He's just Mike. Yeah, no.
I need to learn how to make it at home. I keep finding recipes and then I never make it.
It's just like ketchup and mayonnaise and pickle relish, right?
It's not just it's something like that. In garlic, there's like garlic and I think there's onions in there too.
Are you trying to make it fancy by saying there's garlic in it?
Yeah, man. It's not just 3 things. It's at least 6 things. All right,
at least 6.
It's at least 6 things. That makes it. I'm making my own taco seasoning, so I feel like a gourmet chef these days.
All right,
so. I'm going to whip up some homemade mac sauce, call it some Mike sauce, and we're going to call it a day.
Don't ever call anything Mike sauce.
Stop right too late. We're going to call it Mike sauce.
This
and
is
I'm going to give it to people if you want some Mike sauce.
No, I'm good on the Mike sauce.
No, I'm going to you're going to love it. You're going to love my Mike sauce.
Woo.
I'm going to throw my Mike sauce all over your face.
He'll do it wherever he wants.
Organiclovin.com. Mike, did you say
it's on the side? It's always on the side, unless it's vinegar. Then you put it on top.
Oh yeah,
I agree. Unless
you're soak it in
vinegar. Yeah, unless you're doing the vinegar with the ketchup, which I don't do all the time. Like that's maybe once or twice a year type of thing, but it has to be the crinkle cut. You can't do that with like shoestring.
Here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna get a fish fillet next year. But I'm going to bring vinegar.
Mac sauce?
No, well, yes. But I'm going to put mac sauce on it, but I'm also going to bring vinegar. I'm going to try it in vinegar like fish and chips.
Ew.
I'm going to try it that way, man.
Maybe you'll like it better that way.
Maybe. I probably won't. I'll probably just waste my money.
Dude, I just hate it because anytime I ever order a fish sandwich, I ask for no tartar sauce. Just don't put it on.
No, I wouldn't do tartar sauce.
I just don't want it. And they put it on there anyway. Just stop doing that. Put it on the damn side. Like you said, if you're paying extra for the sauce, get it on the side.
Right.
Why do I need to tell you that I don't want it on there? If just don't put it on there. I'm telling you, just don't.
Yeah, that's the worst. Like that happens with because I always get no tomato.
Same.
And whenever it's the worst when you take a bite and there's just tomato in it.
I love tomato though.
Big slimy seeds.
Yeah, it's just like this is ruined. I can't eat this now. Thanks.
Right. You know which fast food place has the best vegetables in general when on the burger is Burger King.
Agreed.
I fucks with theirs.
Burger King is great.
Burger King.
Yeah.
Burger King has the best vegetables on top. McDonald's has like no vegetables on theirs. No. Almost like at all.
No.
Dude, have you had right? True. Have you had? Speaking of Arby's again, they have Wagyu burgers.
Yep, I tried both kinds.
Did you do the ranch bacon?
I love them both.
The ranch bacon.
They are. I've decided they are my number one fast food burger.
And you can get.
It's sad they're only limited time. Yeah, I won't get crinkle. But it pissed me off when I went to go get my last one. They forgot my fries.
I
was pissed. I was on my lunch and I only had a few minutes left, and I looked in the bag, no fries.
Have you noticed though that nobody's working in fast food restaurants anymore at all?
Not in my area. They all are.
They're not here.
They're pretty.
Well, and honestly, they get paid, minimum wage here is way different on the West Coast than it is back on the East Coast, like where I'm from. So, like they're getting paid $20 an hour here. It's
no, they're not getting that here.
I know.
$13.50 is what or up to $16.50, which
I don't think it's that much in Ohio.
I wouldn't want to work. I wouldn't want to do that. No, yeah, I think it's up to $16.50 here in Ohio.
Oh, that's right. You're in Ohio.
Yeah, I'm in Ohio.
I forgot.
Yeah. I see signs, but it's a lot of it's like salary man. There's a salary manager position for the $16.50. They're
like they advertise it for that high amount.
My old job.
You're not getting that.
My old job that I worked at, they're hiring people in at $10.35 is what they're offering people.
Nuts.
And then they wonder why nobody wants to work there.
Yeah, because they could just go work somewhere else for way more.
They end up getting just children to work there because they don't know.
They don't care.
And then they overwork them.
And then they quit.
And then they quit. And then, yes. And I've been out of there for over a year. They haven't been able to find anybody to fill my position. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
That is a great feeling. I recommend it.
For me, I'm going with the fries or ketchup on the side. Honestly, I don't really even use ketchup with fries anymore. I'm pretty much usually when I'm eating fast food though, I'm eating in my car. So like I don't have the time or like I don't want to put forth the effort to dip or put it on top or anything. So I literally am just eating the fry with no sauce. 9 times out of 10.
You're the worst.
Well, I get a quarter pounder if I ever do, and not often, but when I do, I just because I don't eat the bun because I'm a girl. I don't do that. I don't like it.
You're eating one of the healthier parts of.
Yeah, right. So I'm just taking the shitty meat off of the burger and eating that. But no, I'll take the ketchup off the bun. I take the ketchup off the bun if they don't give me ketchup.
I look and I see how much. Sometimes I do that, but I gotta look and see how much is on the bun sauce wise. If there's a lot on there still, then I keep going with the bun or I try to dip it in there. But if there's not a lot, then I'm like, all right, we're good. Have you ever gotten a quarter pounder, 2 quarter pounders, and then made them into 1/2 pounder? I have done that before.
No.
It made me sleepy. It made me very, very sleepy. I got the itis.
Yeah, it sounds heavy.
I would do that at work. So I do it on my lunch break, and I come back.
Yeah, that's
I can't do that now. I don't think I can do that anymore. But
no, I could not do that.
Before
that would hurt my stomach.
Before I die, I'm going to do it at least one more time.
You should totally try it one more time if it's
time.
that powerful for you.
I got to do it so I can eat it at home and then fall asleep. That's the rule. But that's the only thing I can eat
after you eat. You should be sitting up for at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I get tired enough. I'm going to sleep. That's the best feeling is sleeping. After a nice hearty meal, I could actually sleep then.
Yeah.
Unless it hurts my stomach. Then
which that's gonna hurt your stomach.
No, maybe.
Yeah. Especially if you're not doing it, you're not built up to
that'll be the only thing I eat all day. I'll make it.
Your arteries are making you tired because it's cutting off the circulation to your brain.
Yeah, probably, but my arteries already know.
they're already in the loop.
They're already against me.
So then we all agree ketchup on the side, or Mike, are you a ketchup? Yeah. Oh yeah. Ketchup on the side.
Always on the side.
Unless you're insane, because that just is disorganized and dirty and messy. I don't know. I shouldn't say that insane. That's not very, very nice of me.
Well, speaking of dirty and messy.
Yeah.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, THREE, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
Okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do our tournament for our second topic. So the way tournaments work here at 2 and 3 Media are under TravET rules. So instead of someone being able to throw in 20 different things into the bracket, fuck you, Travis. We have some sort of order. So each person will get, there's 3 of us, so each person will get 5, and then there'll be 1 universal to put into the bracket. We randomize them. They go head to head until there's 1 final winner. Okay, so this week's tournament is going to be Keanu Reeves movies. So Pollyann, if you want to start us off.
I'm gonna go with my favorite, Constantine.
Underrated movie.
I love that movie. I if it's ever on, I'm always watching it. I love that movie.
Simone, hide your menu.
How do I do that? This one, right?
That one. And now press F11. Should make it full screen. No,
it did not.
Go to the 3 dots.
You said F11, right?
Yeah, but go to the 3 dots in the corner.
Hold on.
Great podcasting.
Yeah.
Do your duty. No, not those
what
lines. I said dots. You up. Yeah. Now press the little square down. Now to the right. To the right. To the right. There you go.
Well,
now you can control plus sign and you'll be able to zoom in.
Thank you, Mike.
Damone uses a computer.
This is normally your job. So
yeah, well, you should learn.
Oh,
this is your job.
Now you know how to do it.
I'm docking your pay.
Oh yeah, please.
What's your second one?
My second one would be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Hey.
Okay. What's your third?
My third would have to be Point Break.
Good one.
Yeah.
I'm mad that they remade it.
I am too. It was awful. There can only be one.
What's
different movies.
Was that
wrong? Definitely John Wick. The first one.
Okay. And your fifth.
Let's see. My fifth would be there's so many. Really, honestly, because of the way he walks in, Always Be My Maybe.
Always Be My Maybe.
I think that's what it's called. Hang on, let me make sure.
That's a romantic comedy when he was doing the whole romantic comedy thing for a bit.
Well, that one is he just shows up. It's Mark. It's gosh, what is it? I can't. Hang on. Let me think of what the guy's name is.
Also, we probably should have done this first, but are we for the Universal one or the group one? Are we just throwing Matrix in there?
Yeah, just throw the Matrix in there.
Okay, it's gonna get in. So
yeah, it's Always Be My Maybe. That's what it's called. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good. Mike.
All right. Let's go with Speed.
Oh
yeah. Dracula. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Which one's which? Is that the second one?
That's the second one.
Yeah, the second one. And The Replacements.
The Replacements. This guy.
You have one more.
Do I? Oh shit. Devil's Advocate.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too.
He has so many movies.
Mm-hmm.
So my first was
what?
ED, baby. Hardball.
You sound like shit. You sound really bad.
1 second.
You're better now.
You're good. You plugged something.
Now your mic's not playing at all.
What about
Nope.
now?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me share my screen again. I wonder if that's why it was sounding shitty for a second. Okay, do I sound okay now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Hardball is going to be my first one.
Oh, that's a good one.
You took Point Break, which is one of mine that I was going to take. I'll go with The Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah. Honestly,
Wait, is that
I
the
just like
second
the
one?
first one.
Is that the
I don't
second-
know.
Is
Who
Reloaded
cares?
the second one?
Does it matter? They both suck.
Yeah,
All three of them.
The Matrix 2 has a fire fight scene though. It is Reloaded.
I think I saw the third. No, which one is the one with the rave? Is that the second one?
I think
That's
that's
the third one.
third
The
one.
one
I think
where
that's the
like
third one.
Trinity and Neo, don't they have sex?
I don't even remember. It's been so long since.
Either way, I watched it in theaters with my uncle and my dad, and I'm pretty sure I fell asleep after that.
She takes way too long to die. Is part of the issue.
Spoilers. She's still alive in the new one, isn't she?
They like retcon it.
Of course they do. Why would
I haven't seen it, but I guess they retcon
I haven't watched it either. I'll be real. I probably won't. It's gonna be a few years before I'm like, man, I want to watch all the Matrix, and I have to somehow make it through all three of the first ones. I can get through the first one. The other two are.
The second one is
not.
Good. It's got a good fight scene where he's in the park and all the agents show up and he has to fight like 100 of the agents at once. That part is really good. But outside of that, yeah, I'll give you it's not the best. So the Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put The Day the Earth Stood. Something's gotta give. I'm not typing. Even though he's like he's a main character, but he's not the main character in that movie.
That's what always be my maybe, because it's Ali Wong and Randall Park. So like he just plays a part in it, and it's the best part in it.
And then I'll go with John Wick 2.
Can I make a confession?
Yes.
I still haven't watched any of the John Wicks.
Stop it. Get off this right now.
And I don't know why. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's so much media.
Gosh.
There's so much to watch.
It's such a good. The first, just watch the first one. It's so good.
I mean, I want to watch all of them, but I need now that there's so many of them, I have to be ready to watch all of them back to back to back.
Yeah.
So
there's three.
And you know what? Watching them as they came out also wouldn't have done anything because I also would have just
waited.
So that's just how I roll, man. I gotta watch everything in that if I'm gonna watch it. Like, there's so many things I'm like, man, I really want to watch this new movie, but I gotta watch all the other ones first again. It's exhausting. Like, I haven't watched the new Fantastic Beasts because I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch those.
It's
the
really
first
good.
one again, and I don't want to
really
watch the first
good.
one again.
It's really good. It's really
That's
good.
Harry
I remember
Potter,
liking
right?
it. Yeah, I remember. Well, yes and no. It's Wizarding World, but
That's the third one. The new one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't. I watched the first one. I remember enjoying it, but I'm like, I don't want to sit down and watch more of these right now.
Yeah, you kind of have to be in the mood. For
yes, they're so long.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the DC movies, though. I love all those movies, but I've got to be in the right mood. Like the new Batman movie, I want to watch, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I want to be depressed right now.
Gotham is very depressing.
It is a very good movie. I love that movie.
Did he freeze for you too?
Yeah, he's
okay.
He's frozen.
Okay, I thought it was me for a second because sometimes my thing will do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I'll wait for him. I'm gonna shuffle. Every day we're shuffling.
I'm so glad we're shuffling because I was just thinking, oh my gosh, mine are all together and I just can't choose.
Yeah, we always shuffle them that
Yeah.
way. It kind of spreads them out.
But now it's going to be really hard. I'm
yeah.
already it's going to be tough.
I'm going to play an ad. So,
are you tired? Tired of those other energy drinks hitting you with a short burst of jittery energy followed by a crash that leaves you with less energy than you had before? Well, fear not, because Ray's energy drinks are specifically formulated to get you going without making you jittery and keeps you from crashing. With 0 sugars, 0 calories, and better caffeine than a cup of coffee, Ray's energy drinks are the #1 growing energy drink on the market. With flavors like Baja Lime, Sour Gummy Worm, Guava Mango, and Strawberry Colada, Ray's has some of the best tasting energy drinks available. You can get a case of Ray's right now by going to repsports.com and using promo code T1THREE when you check out to take 15% off of your next order. That's promo code T1THREE for 15% off of your next order of better, tastier energy.
Mike will be right back as the internet dropped, but while we're waiting for him to come back, I'll plug our stuff now. Make sure you guys head over to T13media.com. That's T13 spelled out media.com, where you can buy merch. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got cups, we got mugs, we got baby onesies, baby other stuff for kids, dog like handkerchief things, thingamajiggies. We got anything you really want. You can get stuff for this show, Debatable. You can get stuff for Booking a Wrestling Podcast if you're a wrestling fan. You can get stuff for Bad Guys Spoken and all the stuff they do. Each individual host, cast person has their own merch. So if you want to get D-Money merch, you can. If you want to get Hi-Fi Mike merch, you can. If you want to get Primetime Travie T merch or Late Night Keith merch, you can get that too. So make sure you guys head over to T13media.com, the letter T, 1, 3 spelled out, media.com. And you can also find the link to every show that we do.
I'm back.
Okay. So we shuffled already. So it's going to be Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure versus The Matrix.
Fuck.
Polly, we'll start with you.
Well, listen, the first Matrix was awesome, but Bill and Ted's also introduced me to a lot of stuff because that came out when I was, younger. So, geez, I might have to go Matrix though, because Matrix way outweighs the vapidness of Bill and Ted's.
Mike.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
It's The Matrix. I love Bill and Ted, but The Matrix is more iconic.
Mm-hmm. Bullshit. 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 Bullshit.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey versus The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Just fucking put me down for Bill and Ted.
Yeah. I will. I'll go with that too, because at least we'll have one Bill and Ted on there.
Yeah, it's Bill and Ted. Yeah. The Day the Earth Stood Still is okay, but it's not great.
In that one, we get, at least in the second one, we get Death. He comes in. We get the princesses are actually part of the story.
Was Beethoven in that one?
No, that's the first one.
That's the first one. Oh, okay.
We get Station, the alien.
Oh yeah.
All they say is Station.
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
It's a really good movie. It's a terrible movie, but it's a great movie. Like, I love all Bill and Ted.
It's so bad it's good, but it's purposely bad.
Yeah,
right.
John Wick versus Dracula.
John Wick all day.
Mike.
Dracula.
John Wick. Dracula was not a good movie.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That's what about that the Destination Wedding, whatever that we were talking about earlier. So, he and Winona Ryder are in, and it's so difficult. Not that I
He's
don't like
not.
them both, but yeah.
He's not great in romantic comedies.
No.
He doesn't fit the genre. Like, he's just too awkward, and like they try and make him like the hunk and the prize. And it's like, yeah, Keanu Reeves is great and cool and like, yeah, he's attractive, but he doesn't fit that like stereotypical mode of, or what you think of in like a
Right.
romantic comedy role.
Yeah, and the lead guy for that, yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't fit that role. Like, I guess he probably would be good in like the second, like if he was like the friend of the guy who ended up hooking up with the girl. Like, he'd be really good in that role, but he isn't really good in the role of
romantic lead.
Being the romantic, like the prize or the romantic interest. Also, apparently there was a point where people said he couldn't act, which I vehemently disagree with. I just think he has to be in the right role. I don't think he's good in every role, but he has to be in the right role.
Right. Agreed.
Always Be My Maybe versus Speed.
So you've not seen Always Be My Maybe, so you're not going to get the context of it. So he just shows up as himself, because in this movie, spoiler alerts for everybody, he's Ali Wong and Randall Park grow up together, and she starts dating Keanu Reeves. And it's like that, that one dream that you have. Like, if I ever met Keanu Reeves out, he's definitely going to come to my house and we're going to like be together forever. No psycho chick or anything. No, just not. Just saying, like, yeah.
So, which one are you going with?
So, Speed is definitely, probably the better of the two, to represent his wonderful acting with Sandra Bullock.
Mike,
it's Speed.
It's Speed.
I can't even pick my other one.
I don't consider Speed a romantic comedy, though, even though there's romantic parts to it. But they actually seem like they had chemistry. Like,
right.
I think that's part of the issue with like him and Winona Ryder and like the other romantic comedies he's been in. He doesn't. They don't have chemistry.
Right.
Hardball versus John Wick 2.
I have to say
Polly-Ann.
John Wick 2. I love the John Wicks.
Is Keanu in The Lighthouse? Or no? Not The Lighthouse.
The House on the Lake.
Yes.
He is.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, he is. I almost put that on my list too.
I'm glad you didn't.
I know. It's such a girly movie.
I like time travel. I didn't like that.
Mike, which one are you going with? Hardball or John Wick 2?
I've never seen either of them. So I'm going to go with John Wick 2.
Damn it. I'm going with Hardball.
I've heard of John Wick.
It's RPG, baby.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Never mind. I've seen that, but I'm still going John Wick 2. I'm not John Wick.
Something's got to give versus The Replacements.
The Replacements.
Replacements.
That's the football one, right?
Yeah.
Because I watched one last night called The Replicas, and I hated it.
I think about The Replacements.
Was that with Keanu Reeves? The Replicas?
Replicas, yeah. He was in it. Because that's one of those ones that I was like, oh, shoot. I don't remember him being in this movie. But it's actually, it wasn't my favorite.
He just does anything. He doesn't get he's gonna do everything.
But The Replacements is good because it's football and he's in a little football outfit and it's cute. So
I really think of The Replacements. Like, I watch, like, anytime football's mentioned, I swear The Replacements pops up my head at least one time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't not think about that movie. I don't know why. It's always in my head.
The Replicas seems like just a generic sci-fi movie.
If I had to guess, it sounds like iRobot already.
It is. It's just transferring. It has a weird twist to it, but I mean,
pretty much his wife's son and two daughters die in an accident. He clones their bodies and downloads their memories, and shit goes wild.
And the bad guy's not very, like, he's just,
Yeah. Devil's Advocate versus Constantine.
That's hard because those are so good. I love Constantine though. Constantine all day. Yeah. I just like that supernatural part.
Well, there's a lot of supernatural in Devil's Advocate.
I know, but
I'm going with Devil's Advocate.
But who's the guy who plays the voodoo guy? I can't think of what his name is. But he's beautiful and I love him too. So and Shia LaBeouf. He's in there too. Tilda Swinton. I mean, like there's some major awesome people in there.
Mike, did you go with Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, I went Devil's Advocate. I mean, look at that. Al Pacino.
Oh yeah.
Charlize Theron.
Naked ladies in there all the time. I mean, yeah. That whole wall that moves behind him.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah.
I'm still going with Constantine though.
I like Constantine too.
Yeah. Was it Gabriel, the angel?
Yeah, Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, like she does a really good job. The guy who plays the devil.
Oh my god,
Lucifer, does a really great job.
Perfect. And that drippy black stuff coming off of him. Yeah. Yep.
It's funny because it was both like Keanu versus the devil.
Right?
Yeah. That's a good role for him. He does very well in
Keanu,
that sci-fi-ish role.
Yeah, like he plays Jesus in how many versions of things? He's basically Jesus in the Matrix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's very look. Think of the things that you could think about Keanu Reeves, and maybe he just is an angel for real.
I think that Nicolas Cage could beat up Keanu Reeves.
Shut your mouth.
I honestly, if there was for some reason I'm drawing this, I'm drawing some line in the sand. I'm on Team Nicolas Cage.
Whatever, because that's what he does.
I love Nick Cage.
So he always says, "Because that's what I do."
I'm on Team Keanu Reeves.
I don't think they've ever been in a movie together.
They shouldn't be.
They need to be. I would pay so much money for whatever. It could be the worst movie I've ever seen. I'm watching it. I'm in.
If it's a Nicolas Cage movie, there's a good chance it's going.
I love Nicolas Cage so much.
Here's National Treasure movies. Have him reboot and have him be like some kind of little historical scientisty kind of guy.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
All right. So Nicolas Cage. Hear me out. Here's the cast. Nicolas Cage, Keanu Reeves, and Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
let's get them in a movie.
I love Jeff Goldblum.
I don't care what it is. I don't care genre. I don't care any. Just let's get them in a movie and all three of them starring.
Agreed.
And I'm in.
So wait, it's that whole. Well, no, I'm not going to bring it up. Go ahead. There's three people in a boat. What are you going to do? Nick Cage, you're out, bitch.
Nope. Nick Cage is the best out of all three. If I'm throwing anyone over, oh no.
You can't.
You can't. I jump over. I get out.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna remove myself from the conversation.
Nicolas Cage is okay.
No, he's not. He's amazing. He's amazingly bad, but amazing.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Point Break versus The Matrix Reloaded.
When I write our movie, Damone, when I write our movie, Nick Cage, I'm writing as Nick Cage as me.
That's bad.
Point Break, please.
You said Point Break, right?
For sure.
Or why did I put Point Blank?
That's a good question.
Point Break. It's got one, Mike.
Point Break.
Yeah, it's Point Break.
Yeah, for sure.
The Matrix Reloaded has one good scene. Matrix versus Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
I mean,
just put me down for Bill and Ted. Don't even ask me. Just put me down for Bill and Ted. Like, I love Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted is right there with Back to the Future for me.
It's really difficult because
I'd say it's better than Back to the Future. Hot take.
No, it's not better than Back to the Future, but it's a close second.
To be fair, I've only seen Back to the Future like once or twice.
Oh no, I've watched Back to the Future. I've watched a lot.
My favorite one is the one where he goes back to the Old West. That's my
favorite.
That is
honestly, that's a hot take, but that's probably my favorite too.
That's my favorite.
And I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. Like, I can't explain how much I love Back to the Future. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Matrix, sorry. I'm just gonna have to go with Matrix.
Yeah, it's the Matrix.
Yeah.
Wrong, but that's fine.
John Wick versus Speed.
John Wick all day, every day.
Speed.
Because I want to help him. I want to like bring him to my house and clean him up and help him kill other people. I would do that.
Well,
yeah, but I also don't. I want to see a bus go really fast.
The bus it can't go over. It can't go below. Is it 60 or 65? It might be 55. I think it's 55.
That's still fast.
I think it's John Hopper, right? Like
or under.
The bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he blows up the one guy's house, or he blows up his own house.
Whatever. John Wick is 10 times the movie the Speed is, but whatever.
I don't know. Does he have a love story about a random girl he meets on the bus? I don't think so.
No, his wife dies from cancer, and his dog gets killed, and
that sounds terrible. That's so sad.
It's so good though, because
I actually know more about John Wick from the movie making fun of John Wick with Key and Peele.
Oh yeah, the Keanu movie.
Yeah, when they made that movie
with the cat.
Yeah, with the cat. Yeah,
that's a great movie. I didn't even think about that one.
But yeah, Speed's a great movie. That was going to be a tough round for me. John Wick 2 versus The Replacements.
Oh, The Replacements.
It's The Replacements.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's The Replacements.
John Wick 2 was pretty good too, though. They have great soundtracks, those John Wick movies.
Constantine versus Point Break.
That's the third one, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That one's got, I think, Ruby Rose is her name. What's her name? I think that's who's in it. There's a chick in it.
The Ruby Rose, was that the one that was in Batwoman the first season? I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
She was in whatchamacallit, the prison show.
Prison Break?
No, not Prison Break.
Not Orange is the New Black. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I'm getting her. Let me see. Hold on. You keep going.
I don't know if she was in it or not.
Orange.
She's in Batwoman, yeah.
Okay, so then yes, that is. She was in. Let me see. I'm gonna find it, but
yeah, she was in Orange is the New Black.
Okay, she was. That was like her debut.
Yeah, that's where she came from, or like that's her biggest.
Right,
role.
she was a love interest. I want to say she was a love interest for the main character, but I'll be honest, I don't remember. I stopped watching at that point.
Yeah,
I watched like one episode, and I'm like, this is okay, but
it was a good show. The first season was great. That's about where it got me. I was done. I watched it on and off after that, but
yeah, it's pretty much one episode.
For this one,
okay.
this next one is tough for me because I love Point Break. That's one of those movies I saw like when I was way younger, and there's so many good people in it. It's got Patrick Swayze. I met Patrick Swayze in real life in the world.
Dude, that's awesome.
He was so short. I met him at a horse race
so
in Lexington, Kentucky. He was so
really?
short. Yeah, he's like 5'4".
Really?
Yeah. He was
that is
thought that.
I met him.
Actor size.
I met him the same day I met MC Hammer.
I always thought he was.
They were at the same race.
I thought he was gonna be tall.
No, he was super short.
This is he's 5'10".
No, he was short, dude. He was short. He was not. He was
they
short.
lied about his height.
He probably had lifts in.
I'm guessing because I'm 5'7". And
it wasn't really Patrick. It was just a guy saying his Patrick.
No,
Swayze.
it wasn't. No, it like at those horse races.
It was really just Kevin Bacon.
Oh yeah.
What a pull!
This says he was 5'10", 160 pounds when he did Roadhouse.
I don't believe he was 5'10" at all. I don't think that.
I like Footloose better than I like Roadhouse. Hot take.
What?
Yeah, I love Footloose.
Roadhouse was awesome though. He rips a guy's throat out.
Yeah, but he doesn't get a town to dance.
Did you watch the remake of Footloose?
I did. I didn't retain any of it because
disappointing.
It was bad.
Yeah,
yes.
Disappointing.
To say the least.
Okay, so Constantine for me, even though I love Point Break like with all my heart.
I'm gonna do with Constantine as well.
I can't let Point Break get swept, so I got to give Point Break a sympathy vote.
Maybe what's the chick in Point Break? Lori, what's her name?
I don't remember who she was. Lori, I've seen her in things. I just don't retain her name.
She was not my favorite.
When you say Lori, I think Lori Metcalf, and I'm like, it's definitely not it wasn't Lori her. Metcalf, because that would be weird.
All right, who's in Point Break? Now I just gotta look it up really quick because it's gonna bug me.
So Matrix versus Speed.
Lori Petty. Oh, that's her name. Tank Girl, if you've ever heard.
Okay.
Matrix versus Speed. Jeez, I really like Matrix.
It's the Matrix. Yeah. Just put me down for Matrix.
I can't argue that.
It would have been Bill and Ted if Bill and Ted would have got through.
Well, it didn't. So
it should have.
It should have. I'm going with Speed. I love the Matrix, but it can be long and tedious. Where Speed is just it's instant gratification, just fun action movie. I don't have to think or anything. With Matrix, I gotta think and be in the right headspace.
Right.
Speed, I can just throw it on.
But right now, would kids even get Speed? Weren't they using payphones and stuff like that? I mean, people are gonna get that.
You can remake it with cell phones.
Do you remember that movie? Was it Phone Booth where the dude is dude? You can't do that now. Now you have to just sit on his cell phone.
Yeah.
That was
you could remake Speed with just use cell phones. They did. Speed 2 was not.
You know, it was also done in a phone booth that you couldn't do now. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I was gonna say Superman changing his gear. But yeah, Speed 2 was terrible. It was on a boat. It had Sandra Bullock and some other guy that wasn't Keanu Reeves. So
then it automatically is not gonna do well,
right? So the Replacements versus
Constantine. Sorry, I do love the football guys, but
Travis said Phone Booth was his shit. So what did you go with?
Constantine
Polly?
For me. Yeah, Constantine for me.
I'm shocked Travis knows what a phone booth is. The Replacements.
This one's tough.
It's a good football movie.
It is a good football movie.
Fantastic football movie.
This one's tough. I'm gonna go with The Replacements.
Oh,
did you see the Kurt Warner movie yet?
No, I don't. I love Kurt Warner. He's actually my second favorite quarterback ever. But I don't want to because it just looks like it's just a Jesus movie, and I'm.
Does it? I didn't see that. I didn't get that at all. But I just like.
Did you watch it?
Levy? No.
Yeah, it's just like a Jesus movie from everything I can tell.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it now. I was like, man, I was really excited for a football movie.
Yeah, he's super.
Jesus movie.
Yeah, he's super religious, and I think it's just one of those movies where. He finds Jesus, he's struggling. He finds Jesus.
But I don't want that. I want him to find his skill and throw some touchdowns.
He does because of Jesus.
No. I just want him to throw some touchdowns.
See, I want him to find I want him to be Constantine and just blow people up with holy water.
Right, there's that too. Blow people up and throw some touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't have any interest in watching that movie.
No, that's upsetting. Now I'm not gonna watch it.
So The Matrix versus The Replacements for the finals.
The Replacements, whatever. You've ruined it for me now that Constantine's gone.
Mike,
it's The Matrix. All that for me to vote for The Matrix,
right? I'm gonna play devil's advocate and pick Replacements, bitches.
Because they're both really good.
They're both really good, but when it comes down to it, one of them's probably more stuck in pop culture still. Rather than the other.
And I could argue that The Replacements isn't even the best football movie.
No.
Fuck you, Travis. I love Keanu Reeves. I'm more excited about talking about Keanu Reeves than anything else.
I'm going to go with The Matrix. Because the red pill, blue pill thing still, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah, so The Matrix is the best. We went super generic Keanu Reeves movie. We didn't really go off the board on that one. But the best Keanu Reeves movie is The Matrix. The
That's really
first one.
Constantine.
I still think that it's up for debate. I think that that because of the way that the tournament panned out, Bill and Ted got both movies got a bad shake, and I believe that there should be a recount.
They both fell to The Matrix. We randomize it.
Yeah,
I shuffled.
Yeah, well, it still got a bad hand. Like both movies ended up against The Matrix.
Well, they would have probably anyway, and they would have lost.
I think against anything else, they would have went on.
Devil's Advocate is pretty strong, though. Constantine, Devil's Advocate, pretty good.
Bill and Ted, man, I remember watching Bill and Ted as a child. Like,
yeah,
my girlfriend and I constantly just walk around going, if we see 69, dude. That's it.
The first one came out in 1989.
I love Bill and Ted, man.
1989.
I had the year we were born.
I had a bootleg tape that my dad had, and it had both 1 and 2 on the same VHS.
Oh my god! I went to the actual movies and saw it because I was in high school. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, I was born in '89.
Yeah,
I graduated from high school in '91. That's it.
For once, I am not the oldest person here.
No, you're not.
It came out February 17th, 1989. So yeah, I was still.
So it came out. It came out before I was born by like a month and a few days.
Yeah,
a month and like 5 days.
Yeah, like 4 months for me. A little.
I like to believe that after I was born, that was the first thing my mom did was bring me to see Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Let's think. And I'm glad that you knew what the replacements was because that's a pretty old one too.
Is it?
Like, yeah,
I guess 90s, right?
Yeah.
Does not feel again. I feel like the 90s are 10 years ago. So
yeah, we're old, Mike.
Yeah,
we're getting old.
Yeah, Mike, you guys are so old.
I'm falling apart like I'm old, man.
So what we're doing hell is we're gonna do recommendations, so you can recommend anything you want except for your own stuff. Obviously, we're gonna do that right after. So it could be The Breathe, it could be a movie, it could be a book, it could be a TV show, whatever you want. So Pollyann, we'll go with you first. What do you want to recommend?
I want to recommend that I'm going to recommend a thing, not a book or anything like that. I recommend that anybody, if you get the chance to come out to the Pacific Northwest and hike a little, kayak a little, and get out and enjoy the beauty of the Seattle and Oregon coast, Washington coast. It's gorgeous out here. Do it before you die. It's one of those things you got to do.
I want to go to the West Coast at some point.
The farthest I've gone now is Oklahoma, and that's obviously Midwest, but it was beautiful. Like the drive, yes, we both drove. You didn't, but my girlfriend and I, and then Travis and Kenny, but we drove it was probably more like 19 hours there, 19 hours back, but it was beautiful, like going through, and it felt relatively quick. Like the actual drive did not feel that long. The only time it was bad was when we were coming in at the end, and it was just like 7 a.m. and I'm just like, I just want to go to sleep.
Right. I just did a drive from Washington to Columbus, Ohio, and I'm about to do it again next week. Can't wait. It's horrible. There's a lot of beautiful things out there to see, though.
Yeah, I'm glad I flew.
So is that where you're at? Are you in Columbus?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, Travis. We'll be close, Mike. We'll be close. We'll be close. We'll be right in Ohio together.
Mike, where are you recommending?
So Ghost of Tsushima. I finally got to play it. Yeah.
I gotta finish it.
I'm still on the first chapter, but it's fantastic. I'm just going around and like trying to take all the bases over and just beat the shit out of people. It's a hard game. You can't just go in and hack and slash your way around.
No,
it does not work that way.
I had to restart because it didn't save my progress, so I had to start over.
That beginning part is hard to get through if you're doing that, just because of all the cutscenes that you can't skip. That was terrible, but now once you start going and get into it, it goes relatively quick. And like now that I'm doing things, going from camp to camp, just like going in and killing people, dying a bunch of times, then trying to find a new way to do it. I die a lot.
It does feel like a movie.
Yes, it is a hard game. I don't usually play hard games. I usually play relatively okay games. Like I don't go out and play those Dark Souls or Bloodborne or anything like that just because they're hard to be hard. But this has been fun so far. I'm here for it, and I like being a samurai.
Yeah,
without the danger of really being a samurai.
Right. I kind of want to play in the mode where it's the black and white, but I also feel like that would hurt my eyes. That would hurt a while,
especially with all the things that you have to like see.
Yeah,
I'm not about that.
But it would make it feel like those old like.
I'll watch it that way, but I'm not gonna play it that way.
I think it would be a fire movie. They should make it into a movie.
You should write it. Make it a movie. Write it. Make
your own Ronin you can write that one.
I'll write your own samurai Ronin movie.
I'm good on making a samurai movie.
The problem it wouldn't be the writing; it'd be the casting. I don't think you'd be able to.
I don't think I can read.
Oh, 47 Ronins. We didn't even mention that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. It's all right. We didn't have
it. I saw it on the list. I bypassed it.
What are you recommending?
So for me, I'm recommending. So if you're a basketball fan,
I went to University of Kentucky. Of course, I'm a basketball fan.
Nice. What's right with Nick Wright? Nick Wright does like a bunch of stuff on like Fox. He works for Fox, so he does a bunch of stuff for like Fox Sports and stuff like that. But he has a podcast that he started doing recently, and he's doing the top 50 players of the last 50 years. And each week he like drops. He does like it's usually 2 or 3 people, and he like goes over like obviously he ranks them, and he goes over like their career highlights, their playoff success, all those things, and like explains why they're ranked where they are. So, but like it's only the last 50 years. So like there's no Bill Russell, there's no Jerry West, like the old people. It's like the newer era. I think he just did 10 because spoiler alert, 10 was Steph. So, but then he had to like go back because he recorded it before the finals were done. So then he went back and like he showed that clip, and then he came back and explained more and pretty much said Steph could move up even higher if he keeps winning. But it's a really good show. Even if you don't agree with all of his takes or even where he has people ranked, it's still like if you're a basketball fan, it goes he goes over like the history of like basketball. So if you're interested in that, check that out.
Good to know.
So now we'll do plugs. So Pollyanna. Or Pollyann, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you and everything you do.
Oh, I do a lot of things. So Pollyann Amazing with Buried Pleasures podcast. You can find me at buriedpleasures.com. Buried Pleasures on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Buried Pleasures 1 on TikTok. I have a YouTube as well, and it's Buried Pleasures. You can find all of my merch on buriedpleasures.com. You can find some cool blogs. You can find all kinds of amazing, supplemental things that you can use at home to make your own pleasure. And so that's what I do. Yeah. And I, on occasion I teach people how to do Tibetan Buddhist Tantra, but that's for another time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that. But make sure you check out everything she's doing. Sure. I be TikTok, and you can follow me on both at Dumb Money 213. So it's Dumb Money. So DAMONEY T number 1 number 3. So Dumb Money T13. I occasionally post stuff on there, so check it out. Mike?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter, hi-fi_Mike, where I mostly just tweet at How I Met Your Mother and Boy Meets World podcasts. And you can find all the shows on the T13 Media Network on our website at t13media.com. It's the letter T, the number 13 spelled out, media.com. Rate, review us on Spotify and iTunes. 5 to fuck off, and that's the golden rule.
It's the golden rule. Follow it. Also, we created a TikTok for the T13. I have to upload videos and stuff. I'm going to start doing that this week. So it's going to be TikTok /T13. right? That's how TikTok is.
I have no idea.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we'll have a TikTok, and it'll be like short clips of like episodes and stuff. Maybe we'll put the show. We try it so you don't have to on there, and a bunch of other stuff on there.
Is that going away from Travis's?
It usually is on Travis's, but I might talk to him about movie or
you
doing
should
it
do that off air and not on air when he's not even here.
Well, he's listening.
No, he's not.
He was, and this was more of a general thing. I'm saying that we're gonna have all sorts of shit on the Twitter or the TikTok, Mike. But that's been this episode of Debatable. Case closed.